Hi, welcome back. Do you need a cozy build? I need a cozy build. And to do the particular kind of cozy build that I want, and I need a particular kind of cat. And I don't think that Lego, even in all of my collection of cats here, which I have all together to do a too much cats build one day eventually, been promising to do it for so long. Anyway, I got distracted. What was I doing? I don't think that Lego has actually got the cat mold that I need for my cozy build idea. We have got so many different styles of cats in Lego, and I just love this. Look at this kitten. Though the Friends kitten is not as cute as the Lego City kitten. This is the cutest thing that I've ever seen. I know, wash my mouth out. What else have we got in here? What other style of cats do we have? Oh, there's the like the big cat cub style. So there's that one too. And there's the Minecraft cat, which is entirely not what I want for this, but I just love the fact that I have one. But there is one more cat, like the original, I think it's the original style cat in Lego, and I can't find it. Where is it? I know I have one. Oh, there it goes. Right down the bottom in white. Moved a pink kitten over. There it is. So I'm pretty sure this is the original Lego cat. So cute. But none of these cats are doing what cats do best, and for most of the day and for most of their lives, aka sleeping. And not like this, because even though this is the cutest way I've ever seen a cat sleep, it's not 100% normal. Curled up in a ball is how cats sleep. And for a cozy build, that's exactly what I want. And because I got a 3D printer for Christmas, I decided I was going to go ahead and try to make my own sleepy cat for my cozy Lego build, but I wasn't talented enough. So I went and I downloaded one. This one's so cute. Like, it's exactly what I want. I could never make this, but it is exactly what I want. So I downloaded this low poly version and I imported it into Tinkercad, where I hollowed it out and I put in an attachment to be able to attach it to a Lego stud. So this was as far as my talent extended. So here is what happened with my experimentation. Lots and lots and lots of cats that, I mean, I did it in red first because I had lots of red. So I have a PLA printer. Is it a PLA printer? The one that does it with the filament. And the detail on this, it just didn't do it as well as I would have liked. Though doing it in a silky one was really pretty. But then I got that one and I tried dipping it in resin, like putting a layer of resin over the top of it, which worked okay. But it took the details away, so it became, and then I tried to paint eyes on it, really went very, very badly. So you can see how this all turned out. Though doing a layer of resin over it was the best way. And then I just decided I was going to borrow a resin printer and print it in resin. So here is a slightly smaller version, printed out in resin, and the detail on it is incredible. So good, in fact, that you can still see all the little low poly facets, which I did not want to happen. You kind of can't see them with the naked eye, but then when you get up close, you can. So I also covered this one in a layer of resin. So we've got a resin print, and then I covered the resin print in another layer of resin, which then kind of muted it out too much. And this one is one that I just painted and put a matte coating on. And I think this third one is the one that I'm going to use, though it's still not as nice as I would have liked it to be. I just want to smooth those facets out, but I just don't know how. I do not have the skills. Maybe one day. But this will do for now, because I want to make a cozy library nighttime like room, a big nice armchair for the cat to be sleeping in. So this was my whole point, was I just wanted a sleeping cat for this room. So I had to make one, because of course I did. So here we go. Big armchair. And I really wanted to actually use the rocking chair style from Autumn's house, but I just couldn't make it work. So I've built kind of ish like the rocking chair idea, kind of. So, but it's not going to be a rocking chair. I think I've just confused everybody by saying rocking chair, but that was my idea, my inspiration for this particular chair. So we've got a nice big back on it, but to connect the back on, so we've got our cushy arms, to connect the back on so that it can actually push back a bit, I need like a hingey kind of attachment. So we're going to use these skeleton arm things, and we're going to attach this down the bottom, and then we need to just be able to angle this. So put this bit on up here and see if I can then attach that. I could attach it to be too high if I put it up there, so I need to build it out by one more plate, and that way then we should, no, that's too high. Then we need to take it down, and then it's going to be angled out a bit. But that's exactly what I want it to look like from the front. It's a bit fragile at the moment. It's going to stay fragile too, because I really couldn't be bothered to make the bottom any more secure. So it's going to stay in place. It's just for looks. So really gorgeous. old style big armchair for the sleepy cat to sleep in. I love this cat so much. I just want it to be a bit smoother. Okay, I'm going to add an actual light, like a floor lamp to this room with just a little dot light coming through it. And this is just a light I have left over from a Light My Bricks kit. So let's build the light first, like the lamp first, and then attach the light. It's going to be this big cumbersome thing because it needs the enormous battery pack, but we'll hide that kind of out of sight. So there's going to be the lampshade. That's going to be the light bit. So we need to feed this through. So this end's the plug. That little round end is the light. That goes in there, and then that... No, hold on. No, that's still wrong. Oh my gosh, I'm so directionally challenged. Third time's the charm. So that goes through there, and then that goes through there, and then we stick that in like that, and then the light will shine through the yellow. Nice. And then we attach this to our stand here and wind the cord just around over here, and then we're going to, when we will install that into the build when we've done it. But in the meantime, let's attach it to the light source. So I need to plug this in. The little equal signs have got a face, the little dots there. If I have to force it, it's not. Yeah, there we go. That's it. That's the right way in. And we'll find out in a moment when I turn it on. There we go. It's going to make just a really nice warm glow. That's the only light I want in here. It's going to be like a library / study at nighttime with the cat just sleeping in the chair. So we've got our big floor lamp. Next up, obviously, we're going to need books. We're going to need a big bookcase, but I want the bookcase to be as shallow as possible. So this is an actual bookcase that I have built before. I can't actually remember whether I made the design up or whether I modified it from somewhere else, but it is just like, it only takes the size of a single stud, like the depth of a single stud. So I love it so much. It's so useful. So these are going to be the sides that are going to hold all of the shelves on. We're just angling them out at the moment while we make all of our book bits and the shelf bits, and it all looks kind of convoluted, and it's very, very fragile, but it all fits together and it looks really good. So this goes in over here, and that's going to be held together by the next kind of shelf bit, and then the next lot of books on top, and they're going to have a couple of attachment points from the top and the side, so they'll be slightly more secure, and that goes on the very top, and that's, yeah, okay, so this bit then goes over there, so that's going to be the top of the bookcase, and this is the other side of the top of the bookcase, so that plugs in there. We can put each of the sides in now, so we've got all our books filled, we've got a gap at the top, so this is going to be the middle for the gap at the top, and it's just kind of precariously balancing there for now until we put this tile over the top. There we go. So fragile but very nice and like low profile. So that's going to be one of the walls. Behind here we're going to have windows, but I also want a stack of books because obviously we need as many books as possible. So we're going to be reading Moby Brick. This is going to be open maybe on the floor or on the arm of the armchair, but I also want a pile of books next to the chair because you can never have enough piles of books. So we're going to see how many books we can fit into this build. So these are the buildable book styles that came in the Hogwarts in Diagon Alley. So exactly the same build. I've just changed up the colors slightly, I think. And we'll put that up here, angle this one. Then we'll have this on the, not on the very top. On the top we're going to have just a script, so we've got something with a bit of text happening. So that's like a nice open page there. Right, so that's going to be over here next to the chair. What else can we put in here? We need a table, just like a little side table for the forgotten cup of tea that's gone cold because you've sat in the chair so long that it's gone cold. You've forgotten about it. Though in this case, you've left it and gone to bed, and now the cat's taken the chair because, well, the cat doesn't actually wait till you go to bed before it takes your chair. It just gets in your chair as soon as you get up. But yeah, so that's possibly what's happened here. So we've got our little side table with a cup of tea, and next to it, next to the chair, we have a basket with a ball of wool for the cat or for the knitting, you decide. But there are going to be knitting needles here too, which look suspiciously like wands, but also double very beautifully as knitting needles. So I think we've got a lot of cozy stuff here to pop in our build. Of course, we're going to put a couple of plants in, but let's get our actual platform, our base in. We're going to build this up and make it a proper little scene. Yeah, so because I've decided to, I've chosen this color brown for the top. I'm going to have to play some interesting Tetris here, because I don't have many of these actual plates, that colour brown. So that was not the best of choices. But anyway, let's go. Let's just put all of the bricks that I have in. We need some down the bottom. We need some supporting bricks in between to hold all these plates together. And we're just going to rush through this because it's really boring trying to watch me figure out where these are all supposed to go. because I planned it out and then I forgot. Hello! This is how my life works. Shortest memory ever. There we go. Okay, so that's good. Top's looking good. Now we just backfill the bottom. Make sure we got a space everywhere. Ta-da! Nice. Okay, so we've got our flooring. I want a nice big mat, and for that, the focal point of the mat, which is going to be actually showing, is this gorgeous printed tile that came from the Queer Eye set, which I just love for the furniture and the furnishings and everything about it. So we're going to use this, tile it out round the corners, put a few little jumper studs in places so that we can actually attach the furniture. Whew, okay, and you're only going to really see that coloured bit at the front. So we're going to attach this at the back, just on one back corner of the chair, and then we can angle the chair. Oh, that's what I planned. Didn't plan for that to be left behind. Let's take the cat out and the chair out because there we go. But we know it's going to fit. So over here, we're going to put a window, and I'm going to actually offset the window because it just looks nicer. I'm going to use this really nice dark brown, that window's really scratched, and really nice dark brown window frame to all go with the dark kind of nighttime vibe of this room. And then tile the windowsill and put a little plant on it, because plants just make everything look homey. Just fill these spaces with plants. It'll work, I promise you. A bit of masonry up on the wall. Once again, it just adds that really, urban look. Is urban the right word? I don't know. It just feels homey. Big wall of plant going up here because I had to fill a space. And like I said, fill up with a plant. Holding everything together on the top here with some nice grey tiles. That's going to be the top. And then we need a spot here to put our lamp in. So the lamp's going to be here behind the chair, or off to the behind side of the chair, and then we hide the cord with the bookcase. See, it's just a little scene. It's so cute, but it's exactly what I feel like. It's just so cozy. So the chair goes in here. That is the focal point of this whole build. The books go over here, and then we can put this little side table here with our cup of tea and a little stud here to put the basket of wool, and I've lost all the knitting needles, but that's right, we'll fix that. Poke them in, and ta-da! We've got a little nighttime library. Let's just hide this, it's just going to be visually hidden in the background, the battery pack. Put the Moby Dick book down on the floor, and then install our sleeping cat, the entire point for this build. There, that just makes me so happy. I wish I had an official Lego version of a sleepy cat, but this will do for now until we finally get one. Maybe one day in the future. So there we go. What else do you need in the world? A sleepy cat, a cozy, comfy armchair, and a library full of books. It's perfection. I'm ready. I can go now. All right. Let me know what you think of the build in the comments, and come back because there are more things coming up all the time. I'll see you soon. Bye.